So you hear your professor say all the time, just come to my office hours and I'll help you there. But you have no idea what happens in office hours or how to navigate that. But don't worry, I got you. And who am I? Hey, I'm Dr. Vanessa, and I'm here to share the barriers and the burdens to the beauties and blessings of the higher ed experience. And these views are all mine. So hopefully by the end of this video, you will get anywhere from 5 to 7 practical ideas that you could use to leverage office hours with your instructor or professor. First, office hours are not just for struggling students. It's a great opportunity for you to clarify content. You can literally go in and say, can you explain this section again? Or what were you talking about here? The key is to be very specific about what you're asking for, so that way they can provide the best amount of support. So in my professional communication class that I teach, I had one of the students talk about the part of the lecture where I emphasize style and tone. And they asked, does style impact tone or does tone impact style? That sparked a really great conversation that I had with that student, and also led me to provide further context and information for the next lecture. So sometimes with you going to office hours asking for clarifying information about certain content, you could not just be helping yourself, but also the rest of the class as well. This is probably one of my favorite ways to use office hours, and that is to review assignments and things that are already submitted. Just because you got a grade doesn't mean you could just go ahead and toss it off to the side. This is the opportunity for you to ask clarifying questions to your instructor or professor, asking why they gave you the grades that they did. You could also bring your draft, your test, or anything and ask, how can I improve on this for the next assignment? For example, I have students write a short report, and let's say a student was struggling with a thesis statement. We can work together on how we can make that thesis statement a little bit stronger. But also what this definitely shows is that if there's any conversation about academic dishonesty, AI use, or anything like that, this allows me to say, hey, we actually talked about this and we were able to work through that process. Another way that you can use office hours is to ask and get guidance from your instructors. I have had plenty of students ask, hey, do you teach any other courses, or do you work at any other institutions or anything like that, especially since I'm considering transferring. And it's always really reassuring. One way that I like to use office hours is to explore career paths and have academic conversations with my instructor. This is probably for me one of the most valuable ways, because this allows you to see your instructor as a person, and they get to do that in turn with you. You get to share your personal interests, academic interests. This is also in undergrad, I was able to share hardship of what's going on in my heart, mind, and spirit and externally. And I was able to bring some of my faculty in, knowing that they would be receptive to that information. I also got a chance to use that to connect with potential research opportunities and other things that I think that would be really helpful, not only in my academic career as an undergrad, but also catapult me into academia in my master's and PhD as well. The more they know about your world, the more that they can advocate for you. I've even helped students transfer from the community college that I teach at to a variety of institutions, some of which I actually have some professional experience and connections that would be beneficial to them as a soft handoff in terms of providing academic support, which is pretty awesome. This also gives you an opportunity to practice that small talk and other communication skills, especially when you have a power differential between a person that has power and privilege and you as a supervisee, mentee, or just a student. Because of that experience, you get to see in real time, why am I nervous about office hours? Why am I even nervous about talking to people? Because you have that experience and exposure, which will then be used in really cool ways when you're looking at academia, industry, or just navigating the grocery line. So to recap, office hours allow you to emphasize the content and ask for more clarification, as well as getting an opportunity to connect with your instructor to figure out who they are as people. You get to share your personal interests and get to know them. You'll be able to turn that transactional interaction into a transformative opportunity and maybe even a reference. So hopefully this helped you remove the barrier and the stigma with office hours. I am such a fan of yours, and I'm already rooting for you. We got this, y'all.